What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Father Son Fantasy Football Podcast. My name is Paul.
My name is Justin, and you're back.
I'm back.
You missed the little Airwire episode I did by
I
myself,
know.
so
I listened to you though. I'm on some long hours, so yesterday was a little tough for me to get home.
you're fine. So you guys are new. Like my dad said, we're at a Fire Some Fantasy Football Podcast, and today we're doing a Week 5 review. Week 5 sucked for me, Dad. I don't know about you, but it was awful, and I don't even want to think about it anymore, but we got to do it for the viewers and takeaways and whatnot, so we'll make it nice and quick. I know last night, Drew Brees, all-time passing
Oh, Drew
yards
Brees was
leader.
unbelievable.
Love Drew Brees, so good for him. Happy for him. Happy for the whole Saints organization. They got that win. And our boy Traquan Smith
Lamar
did.
disappeared.
I mean, they didn't need to use him. It was a weird game.
They didn't need to use him. Ingram came in, scored 2 touchdowns.
One of them was because of the pass interference call on Norman on Michael Thomas in the end zone, so he got that 1 yard run. It's going to be happening, but I don't know, expect it to go. So maybe buy low.
I hope that's not a bad thing for Kamara now.
Buy low on Kamara. Don't try to trade him. This dude made you 4-0 basically if you had him, so.
Right.
He's good enough right there. And before we get into today's episode, Dad, I played some DFS last night. I won some money again due to the quantedge.com. So shout out to our affiliation with the quantedge.com. If you're getting tired of getting crushed by the pros, DFS players, sports bettors, go over to the quantedge.com and they have the tools you need to play like a pro. They have a lineup optimizer, injury tool, wide receiver quarterback matchups tool, a head-to-head tool, and you're going to be armed with everything you need to win. You're going to make up to 150 lineups in seconds, see matchups to exploit and compare players to help you make right decisions on defensive out at thequantedge.com, and you're going to get exclusive access to the industry experts, articles, podcast, and the TQE community by participating in a premium membership chat. And let me tell you, those last things, the articles and the chat are amazing, and they help me out every week. So we here at Fast Fantasy Football, we have a special deal for our loyal listeners. You can use promo code FSFF to get $10 off your first month, and you sign up today. So go to thequantedge.com, code FSFF. All right, ready to get into this review, Dad?
Ready to get into it.
All right, Dad. So JJ announced out for a year. I mentioned that yesterday on the podcast, but they're inquiring about David Johnson and LaShawn McCoy. So maybe bring a little bit LaShawn McCoy back to Philly. Be weird to see.
Aren't they looking in Le'Veon Bell too, I think?
Not anymore. I don't think the price is too much. But first game we're going to talk about is going to be the Eagles-Vikings game at 4 o'clock. Adam Thielen and Diggs are just amazing. I think that's a big takeaway right here. Thielen's still 1A to 1B. He gets targets. He had 10 targets. Diggs had 11 and 10 catches. That's Diggs' second consecutive 10-catch game. Mans is a beast. Thielen's a beast. They're all beasts. I mean, I don't even know what to say. No running back has run over, I think it was 65 yards yet on this team. So hopefully with Dalvin Cook, it's back 100%. I think
Dalvin Cook was out. How about Diggs had 2 rushes for 25 yards, too?
Yeah, he just looked good.
He could be their next running back.
At this point, might as well. Second leading rusher, 2 carries. Murray had 11 for 42. He sucks. So I think Dalvin Cook's a decent buy low right now. And everyone was concerned in the offseason about Kirk Cousins not getting the volume. He definitely has been getting the volume, so no concern there. Other side of the ball on Philly, Wentz still getting some of the rust off. Ertz is his favorite target by far. And I noticed that Aguilar, he was getting the targets, but didn't produce. But this week he had 4 targets, 4 catches, so he's a nice little stash. But who's the running back you want to own now that Ajayi is out? Is it Smallwood or is it Corey Clement? I'm going Smallwood here. I think he's going to have more carries inside the 20, so I think Smallwood's the guy.
I think Smallwood too, but I mean they're going to use a committee, so it could be anyone on any given week.
Yeah, tough to tell.
It could be it could be either one of them too.
Yeah, and Jeffrey came back down to earth. So next game, I'm gonna go
back to Ertz real quick. That's 2 games in a row. He had 10 passes for over 100 yards in each game. So it's good for the tight end spot because people are struggling with their tight end spot. But
Ertz and Kels.
Ertz is pretty consistent.
Ertz and Kels keeping it very level for the top guys. So speaking about Kels, Kansas City, Jacksonville, Jalen Ramsey talking crap. Second, There's only 2 undefeated teams left in football, and that's the Chiefs and the Rams. So Chiefs side of the ball, I think Tyreek Hill, he didn't do anything really, so that means buy low on Tyreek Hill. That's what that means. Because this guy...
Mahomes threw an interception, his first turnover.
2 interceptions, I think he had this game, too.
Did he have 2?
I believe he had 2. Yeah, he had 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. We had rushing touchdown and still 300 yards. And like Sam was saying, what's a bad game for him? 20 points, and it was like 19 points. So
I agree with Sam there.
He's a beast. How does Blake Bortles only throw 1 touchdown on 61 attempts? This dude's awful. The Chiefs defense had 4 interceptions and 5 sacks. TJ Yeldon looks to be taking over Fournette's role. They just signed Jamal Charles today, but that's just to get depth, I think. Yeldon's going to be the guy as long as Fournette's out. So I'm happy I have Fournette and Yeldon in the league. That way I basically have the whole backfield locked up. The wide receivers, though, Moncrief had 15 targets. Cole had 10. Yelton had 10. Moncrief did nothing with those 15 targets. Six
No,
catches?
nothing.
6 catches for 76 yards? That's awful. He's awful. Keelan Cole, give him more targets. The man had 4 for 70. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know how good those targets were. And then they also put Austin Severian Jenkins there. They put him on the IR. So I'm saying
Yes, they did.
sneaky ad is Niles Paul. He looked pretty good. He had 7 for 65 on 9 targets. But then again, all these targets are inflated by how many pass attempts that he threw. Kansas City side of the ball dead. Like I said, Kels 5 for 100. Watkins, he looked fine this week, and Hill just nothing going since the second week.
Yeah,
of football.
Watkins had 6 catches for 70 yards. Even Kareem Hunt rushed 22 times for 87 yards and a score. So it's good to see him back on pace.
Yeah, back to where people thought he was going to be. So
It's good to see them use him like they're supposed to. At least two. That's 2 games in a row.
yeah, and I mentioned how the Chiefs were the second 5-0 team left in this NFL, and the other one is going to be the Rams. They barely won against Seattle, divisional game. You saw on Seattle side of the ball. I say we start out with that. Russell Wilson, 3 touchdowns, only 198 yards. Chris Carson and Mike Davis. I had no idea why they spent a first-round pick on running back. I don't get it.
I don't either.
But
I don't know why, but they say be patient is all I keep hearing. Be patient.
I think next year is what you're really looking for, to be patient thing. But Carson and Davis both look good, so I guess it's a committee going forward. Lockett, 3 for 98 and a touchdown. He looks to be better than Doug Baldwin. He only had 1 for 1. Didn't really target him at all. I mean, 1 target for Doug Baldwin for 5.
Well, to his defense, Wilson only threw the ball 21 times too.
Yeah, so like the complete opposite of what you saw with
He
Blake
was
Bortles.
held under 200 passing yards 3 straight games too.
Wow. So maybe buy low on Russell Wilson.
But he did have 3 touchdowns and all that theory, like you said.
Made up for right there. Other side of the
when
ball.
you only throw 21 passes, it's going to be tough to.
Other side of the ball, Rams again looked the best team in football. They didn't have Kupp for the second half of the game, and they didn't have Cooks at all because of the concussion protocol. So make sure you guys monitor those injury reports.
Right.
But Josh Reynolds.
Gurley, 3 touchdowns again.
Gurley's a beast. I don't even know. Goff looks good. It's definitely Jeff
The
Fisher.
whole team looks good.
Yeah, and I think
Woods,
sneaky. If you're in hurt, like I said in the Waiver Wire podcast, for a wide receiver this week, Josh Reynolds, monitor those concussion reports for Kupp and Cooks because he will be the number 2 running alongside Woods. Nothing in the tight end position. Next game, Dad, we're going to go to is the best team in football. Just kidding. The Browns. They finally got another win, overtime win against the Ravens.
I thought it was going to be another tie.
In the 5 games, they have had every outcome possible. They've had a tie. They've had a rigorous time win, an overtime win, overtime loss, and a regular time loss. So I guess that's weird. But
yes,
little stat right there. And let's start with Cleveland, I guess you could say. So Mitt Baker, 342 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 5 sacks. Hyde, I mean, I don't even know what Carlos Hyde is, but he does lead the league in rushes and in goal line carries, which is just pretty weird.
17 rushes for 63 yards.
Yeah, Chubb didn't get much work. They should give him the ball more, but what are you going to do? Njoku had 11 targets. Landry had 10. I think this whole passing game, you buy low on. You have to get Njoku on your team. Me and a friend of the podcast, Derek Brown, both agree Njoku is one of the best buy targets right now. So if you're in a league and someone has Njoku, get him before he blows up because this whole passing offense is we talked about the schedule last week, how with Sam. We said this week against Baltimore, tough, and then it opens up.
Right.
So Landry's going to go off.
Mayfield's not a QB1 category yet, but he's a QB2 with upside. I mean, he was far from perfect. He still threw for 342 yards, but only completed just a little more than half of his passes.
This is a hard defense to play against, too. It's also a divisional matchup. Yeah. So their schedule for our next 6 games is really easy. I'm buying all this passing offense. I'm trying to get some.
Like you said, they got soft. They're going to face softer defenses in the next few weeks. So
yeah,
the offense is going in the right directions. Hey, they got 2 wins already.
Yeah, it's crazy. So other side of the ball, Baltimore, Flacco didn't get 300, 298, close enough. No touchdowns, which was really weird. But you saw Crabtree.
But he's having a good year for Flacco. For Flacco, he's having a decent year.
Crabtree's had at least 6 targets in every single game. He had 6 week 1, 10, 10, 8, and then 12 last game. I like Crabtree. He's getting the consistent volume that we were talking about in the offseason. But the main takeaway here, I think, is John Brown with 14 targets, and he leads the league in air yards. This guy, the biggest buy low for me right now is John Brown. I think I'm trying to get him, but unfortunately, owners don't want to give him up or ask him to have a price.
You can't blame him. You can't blame him.
Well, he had a bad week. So, I mean, reach out to the owners, see what you want to get for John Brown. I think he's a great buy. And the running back situation, I don't know what to think about it. I mean, it's basically half and half with Collins and Allen. It's annoying. but that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So I'm not going to really speak about that game too much because it's the Browns and the Ravens. Next game, Dad, our beloved Giants. And the Panthers.
How do you lose? They lose another tough game with a 63-yard field goal.
Ties the longest record.
That field goal was good for 70 yards.
I think it was good for, Grant Gano.
What a tough loss for them. They came all the way back from behind. Odell threw a touchdown, caught a touchdown.
Now, Odell or Eli for a quarterback? I'm saying Odell. I'm being serious here. Odell was a better quarterback than Eli at this point. I don't know, dude. Barkley, I feel so bad for. We don't have an offensive line for him. We did finally release Eric Flowers, though, so hallelujah. About time. Oh my goodness!
I mean, Manning. It was Manning's best game of the season for 326 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did throw 2 picks, and he only took 1 sack, which is a plus for him. So by far was his best game of the season.
Yes, but still lost. And Odell's frustrated still, but Saquon Barkley.
They're gonna be frustrated if they keep losing.
Yeah,
they got another tough game this Thursday against Philly.
Hey, we're winning that game. We are winning that game against Philly. I'll put it on the table. I mean, I love it. Easy win. I'm not worried about Philly. They suck this year.
Why would I bet against the Giants?
Because the Giants suck. Now, McCaffrey, 17 carries still. He didn't get much work in the passing game. He had 6 targets. I don't think he had his first target until the second half, which is really weird to see. But consistent usage on McCaffrey's side, so he's going to be top 5 rest of the year, I think, and there's no arguing that. Both him and Barkley are 2 good running backs in this game, just based on usage.
Yep.
Tennessee, Buffalo, I'm not saying anything about that. They both suck. I don't even know what the heck happened there. Josh Allen, once again, with a rushing touchdown to put his team on his back. But both, I'm not going to talk about that. That game's going in the trash. You want to say anything about those 2 teams? I'm not saying anything.
Not really, no. We don't need to.
No. Next, Miami, Cincinnati. What a comeback.
They were down 14-0, then 17. Miami had a 17-0 lead in that game. How did they lose that game?
Andy Dalton's elite. AJ Green,
before they melted down.
AJ Green 6 for 112, Mixon 22 for 93, got heavy usage and got that 1 passing touchdown. And I guess their defense just played really well.
Miami the only plus for Miami was Kenyon Drake finally showed up.
And you didn't start him.
And I sat him.
That's just how it goes. Anything else on Miami's side? I don't think the receivers really. Kenny Stills didn't break anything, and Tannehill looked bad, so it's tough to say.
It's tough to say. And I think they're shopping Devontae Parker, too, I think.
Yeah, but no one wants him. He sucks. It's like, if I'm on my team, I don't want Devontae Parker. Not a weird game. No. Green Bay, Detroit. Green Bay outperformed Detroit on every single aspect of the ball with more first downs, more yards, and all that. They still lost by 8. I mean, I think Kenny Galladay.
Detroit looked good.
LeGarrette Blount. Did you start LeGarrette Blount this week?
No,
2 1-yard touchdowns. I don't. That should be carry on.
They gave him the ball to go.
Carry on.
I know, but they gave the big guy the ball. That's what they got him for.
No, give it to carry on. We need carry on.
But that's
your boy Marvin Jones.
But that's not what they're gonna do.
Your boy Marvin Jones scored.
Yep, we had a bet on that. Who won that bet?
I don't know who it was. Marvin Jones here. I forgot. I don't know.
I think we'll talk about the bets in a bit because I crushed you again this week.
I beat you
last. Listen to this. I beat you last week in our other main league, and then in the home league, I believe you said, and Sam's my witness that you said my team sucks.
Your team does suck.
I beat you by 50 points. That's 2 weeks in a row you lost to your dad. You lost to your dad 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I'm 0-2 against my dad this year, but I'll win when it counts.
Right.
I'll win when it counts. I'm still ahead of you.
How are you going to win when it counts when you can't win now?
I'm still above you in both of the standings. I'm okay.
Doesn't matter.
I'll be okay. It was rough weeks. I had rough weeks whenever I played you. It's just you got lucky.
I got lucky. I won 2 weeks in a row. 2 different leagues.
Yeah, it's luck. What do you mean? If you said 2 weeks in a row, same team. Dude, it is luck.
It's not luck.
I will put money down. I will put money down. I will put money.
Sam's my witness.
I know. I will put money down.
Moving on.
I will put money down in the playoffs. If you make the playoffs. I don't know. You're probably not going to make the playoffs, dude.
What do you mean? I'm right there with you.
No, you're in 10th place. I'm in 9th. We're moving on.
Doesn't matter.
I just made a trade in that league.
What league is that?
My league, home league.
In that league, I'm starting to go now.
Me too. I got new players.
The other league, I'm doing pretty good. I'm right in the middle of the pack.
I just got McCaffrey.
In what league?
My home league.
For who?
I gave up Zeke.
You gave up Zeke for McCaffrey?
I gave up Zeke and Jamison Crowder for McCaffrey and Geronimo Allison. We have a Zeke fan. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you.
What is wrong with you?
What do you mean? That was better than the one with my other friend. So
your kids just make some stupid trades.
He's a dude. He wants to root for Zeke. That's another tip for trades for all our listeners. All our listeners.
Even though you made a good trade last week, you still lost to me.
Yeah, because Cook's got a concussion.
You can trade for all your players. You can trade. I don't care.
I'm gonna trade for all your players.
I got a guy 0 in there too.
Dude, you have lots of zeros.
No, I don't.
Yes.
Not against you, I
No,
don't.
no, not against me. I don't know what the heck that is. Your team just goes
All right,
off.
moving on.
Your team becomes the Monstars. All right.
Moving on.
So we're still talking about the Green Bay. Marquez Valdez Scantling. He looked good. He looked better than Randall Cobb. I think I think the 3 wide receivers should be Adams, Valdez Scantling, and Geronimo Allison. Jimmy Graham looked decent, 6 for 76, 11 targets though. He had a lot of drops. He had a lot of drops.
I know he did.
He did. I was watching that game.
I did say he would get in the end zone. I was wrong there, but I need him to get in the end zone for me. But he still had a decent week.
Yeah, where's the touchdowns at, dude?
I don't.
But he's doing what he didn't do last year, and that's get yards. So I'll give him that. Granted, it's because
out of all the tight ends, he's
doing decent. I'll give you that. Mike McCarthy.
He needs to get in the end zone though.
Yes, Mike McCarthy's stupid. Aaron Jones.
If he doesn't get in the end zone.
Well, dude, he's not gonna get in the end zone. Aaron Jones had like 5.2 yards per carry in the first half, and he didn't get 1 second half carry till like the final 2 minutes of the game. What is Mike McCarthy doing?
I have no idea.
Jamal Williams more. That backfield is just a committee, and I know that we all see that Aaron Jones is a better back, but it doesn't matter because Mike McCarthy doesn't like him. Detroit side of the ball, I'm already mad about the whole Kerryon Johnson thing. He looks good. He looks really good. I will say that.
He looks good, but they're going to get Blunt when they're at the 1 yard line. Blunt's getting the ball.
Yes. Next game, Denver Jets. I must say one thing on the Jets side. Crowell, holy crap. Definitely sell high on Crowell here. If you have Crowell, please just reach out to do some buy lows, maybe even for John Brown.
Where did this game come from?
Robbie Anderson. If you have him, trade him. He sucks.
Him too.
Yeah.
He finally woke up.
Enuma, no catches. That's really weird. I mean, I had him. I had 0 from him, and I lost this week in the Listener League. Congrats, Fantasy Joker, by 5 points because Alvin Kamara sucked, Chris Thompson sucked, and Enuma had 0. What are the odds? Oh,
Sam Darnold did look good.
Sam Darnold is who the Giants should have drafted.
He threw some good passes.
Sam Darnold's the guy the Giants should have drafted. We have Barkley for 4 years, and he's going to go bye-bye.
Well,
it's like buying a house versus buying a car.
The Giants took the best guy.
Let me know on Twitter at JustinFSFF who the Giants should have drafted, Saquon Barkley or a quarterback. But other side of the ball, Keenum sucks. Keenum, I mean, he doesn't really suck, but like people are gonna say he sucks, but he doesn't really suck, but he does suck. He's kind of like you at fantasy football. He just kind of sucks, but doesn't really suck. I don't know. It's really weird.
That's why I'm beating
you.
That's
why he's doing
I suck so bad, I'm beating you.
All right. Well, Philip Lindsay looks good. I'm glad we got him on our dynasty team, Dad. Really glad I picked him up. Worth the waiver.
We finally won in the dynasty by 1.2 points.
We take those. We
will take it because we're scoring a lot of points.
We are. We need wins. We'll take those.
Take that win.
Demaryius Thomas, another guy who you said was boning you. Or
Yeah, I sat him again.
You sat him and he went off.
2 guys.
5 for 105 and 1. Now, sell high. Sell high on Demaryius Thomas. Get him off your team. He's going to be annoying to own still. Emmanuel Sanders consistent. He had 14 targets, but only brought in 9. Only, I say. But, I'll take those. And then that's done with that game. Next game, Dad. Atlanta, Pittsburgh. We thought it was going to be a shootout. Turns out Atlanta sucks. I don't really know what happened there.
Pittsburgh just routed them.
Buy low on Julio Jones. I know I'm trying to get Julio Jones from our friend Thomas, but he's actually smart and he's holding and he knows they have to give him the ball. I don't understand how hard it is for coaches.
He hasn't even gotten the end zone yet.
Why aren't coaches giving Julio the ball? If I have Julio Jones on my team,
I have no idea.
If you have Julio Jones on your team, what are you doing? I'm giving him the ball. Like
you have that. You would think so.
Hopefully again you sold high on Calvin Ridley, 4 for 38, and Sanu. I said he's getting more targets. I played him in DraftKings this week.
I picked up Sanu.
Yes.
I picked up Sanu on a waiver wire last week.
Very good.
I'm going to hold on.
Sanu's a good play this week, especially against Tampa Bay this week, I believe it is. Yes, Tampa Bay. So definitely play Sanu. Hooper had 9 catches somehow. The backfield's a mess. I don't even know what that is. Boston just homered, by the way. This is awful. All right. Well, anyway, we're Yankees fans, so it sucks. But Devonta Freeman, he didn't look too bad. They're not getting a lot of work, and then Ito Smith got worked in there somehow. And other side of the ball, Pittsburgh. What did you see there, Dad? I saw James Conner become beast mode.
I've seen that, and I've seen Vance McDonald have a crap.
Oh my goodness, that's what I bet it was too. Vance McDonald
1 reception for
against
6
Jimmy
yards.
Graham.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You took Vance McDonald.
You like Vance McDonald too this week. I know. All right, listen. My bet losing streak is like 12. I feel like I'm losing every single bet I make. So whatever I make on this podcast, just do the opposite. So if I say, like, for instance, that Edelman's going to outscore AJ Green, I would just pick AJ Green. Or Edelman's going to outscore Calvin Ridley, pick Calvin Ridley.
I wish I could play you every week. I'd be 16-0.
Okay, dude, that's just rude. That's just not nice.
Well, that's okay.
That's not nice.
You had that coming to you.
No.
You said my team sucks.
Your team does suck. Now, Juju Smith-Schuster didn't get enough targets. He had 4 targets. Antonio Brown's 13. So Antonio Brown
34 yards too.
Antonio Brown 6 for 1 and 2. He's back. Hopefully, if you guys somehow traded for him, you got him. And Oakland versus the Chargers, Dad. Melvin Gordon, he said top 3. This dude's getting usage and he's getting passing work. He had 4 targets, 4 catches. Keenan Allen, another dud. 9 targets, 8 catches. Not what you want from Keenan Allen. So this is my third favorite. Buy low again. If you didn't buy low last week, buy low this week. Get Keenan Allen. Try to put offers out there on the table for him.
Eckler looks good.
Eckler, I'm putting him in my lap every week if I have him because he's a good flex player. He has the upside to just take it to the house like he did.
I've been saying it every week, Phil. My love for Phillip Rivers is
who do you like more on like just the quarterback bias? Not like rest of the season, but like me. I like Diggs. Obviously, he's not the best fantasy option, but I like Diggs, my favorite wide receiver. So who do you like more in like that kind of way? Rivers or Breeze? I think Rivers is for you. You love Rivers for no reason. It's close.
I have Rivers on one team and Breeze on
another.
Yeah, but I love them both.
I think you like Rivers more.
I love them both. Rivers is more consistent. Rivers is
whoa! You just disrespected.
Rivers was 22 of 27. I mean, he's got that crazy sidearm throw, but he doesn't
looks
make
like
a lot
you
of
when
mistakes.
you throw.
This year he's playing very consistent.
He looks like you when you throw. Except for the ball for you doesn't go as far.
300 yards again.
Yeah, he looks like you. You have the same. You had the same throwing motion as him. Okay, it's disgusting. You ever see my dad throw a football?
I don't do it for a living.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Phillip Rivers he's shredding defenses. He's doing good.
I have to tell you something about Oakland, dude. It's really, really, really bad. I don't get it. So far this offseason, I hyped up 2 players.
1 target for 10 yards.
Okay. I hyped up 2 players. That was Chris Hogan, and then there was Amari Cooper. I wrote an article about Amari Cooper. I was convinced.
Yes, you were. And now?
This dude freaking sucks.
Dad was right.
It's not, no. It's not even him. It's Derek Carr. It's John Gruden. Put him on a different team. Trade him. Trade him. Get rid of him. I feel bad for him. I feel like if you put him, I don't know, on any other team but Oakland.
He's not even getting targets. He's not
because John Gruden's stupid. And Derek Carr is making me angry. I don't understand. He
only had 1 target last week.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't know.
We don't need to talk about it.
All I know is
a touchdown again.
I'm happy I traded away Amari Cooper in the home league when I did, and I traded him away in one of my dynasty leagues when I did, except for I also gave up Galladay there, so I'm kind of regretting that a little bit. But it's okay. 1 target, though.
Nelson, on the other side,
Wait.
Nelson scored 3 touchdowns in consecutive games.
I don't care. Nelson, he's basically Michael Crabtree. But Amari Cooper led the Raiders in routes run, which is 36, but only saw 1 target. Overall usage is bad. He didn't play a single snap from the slot, which makes no sense from a coaching perspective because there's percentages. He's better in the slot, so put the dude in the slot. But Gruden's just like, no, I'm not going to do that. And Cooper is now boomer bust. I think it's safe to say that. I don't know what happened to his first 2 historic years. I thought this talent was still there. Maybe it is, but the usage is not there. And that's what my biggest mistake was this whole offseason was usage. I weighed talent more than usage in this situation here, but I also looked at Gruden's history with the targets, but he's not targeting Amari Cooper, so I don't know what's going on there. He's boomer bust. I play matchups with him from now on, or try to trade him if you have a Amari Cooper trooper in the league, but it's really annoying. I'm angry about that. And with the Chris Hogan thing, just hold. He's gonna go off. I'm hoping on Chris Hogan.
No, he's not.
My whole method, along with a lot of other analysts in the industry, was perfectly fine for Chris Hogan. You saw what he did in the Super Bowl. There was targets up for a grab. He was top 10 wide receiver the first 10 weeks last season. What happened this year? I had no idea. He can't catch. He had that 1 drop that made me really mad. I screamed at TV. Next game, we have 4 more games to go through. That we're gonna try to rapid fire these off. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Arizona, San Fran, disgusting. Mike McCoy.
There's no more winless teams
what's up with
now.
these mics? What's up with these mics, dude? Mike McCarthy for Green Bay doesn't know how to put Aaron Jones in the freaking game. And you got Mike McCoy on Arizona doesn't know how to use Dave Johnson correctly. He's making him just run these simple routes. Oh, dude. Oh, I'm about to get heated. I don't even have Dave Johnson, but I like him as a player a lot.
Johnson was only targeted 3 times in the air, too.
And they're not even far targets. They're not in the slot. Last season, he was only up in the slot. Christian Kirk. He looked good in that 1 long touchdown, but other than that, he sucked. Christian Kirk, though, I think we're a year early. Once Fitzgerald's gone, this guy's probably going to be a 3rd or 4th round pick, or even if he's later next year in fantasy drafts for redraft seasonal leagues, that's a steal. Because this guy's going to be Josh Rosen. It's going to be the rookie, second year connection. I expect Fitzgerald to have more targets down the line. All right, CJ Berthard, whatever his name is, he
He
looked.
had 4 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 2 lost fumbles, but he did throw for 350 yards.
Garcon had 12 targets. He's injured right now. Monitor that. Kittle seems to be a favorite target, and now that Breida is out for week 6 with a mid ankle sprain, Morris got targets, and Kyle's Juszczyk got targets. Great PPR, sneaky adder there. If you're hurting for running back, maybe he's available on the waiver wire.
Starting Alfred Morris this week. I'm starting.
If you're hurting running backs and Kyle Juszczyk is available, I start Kyle Juszczyk. Next game, Dad. We have 2 more, actually. I lied. Sorry about that. Dallas, Houston. Dallas is awful. I'm so happy they lost. They got to fire Jason Garrett. From a Giants fan perspective, please keep Jason Garrett. We love it. But from
keep him.
From a football perspective, they had to fire this man. He's awful. They punted the ball on 4th and 1 because
you
hear why?
Did you hear why? Why would you do that?
His reasoning why? It was a long 1 yard. What are you doing? And then Hopkins went all Madden mode on him, just did 2 spin moves and just juked everyone out. That was great to see.
Yep.
I think he's probably better than AB. I know it's really close. I mean, they're both talented, so I can't really say. Kiki Kuti got 6 catches for 51 yards and a touchdown on 7 targets. Lamar Miller didn't play because of the chest, but he seems to be okay. I'd keep monitoring that. Deonta Foreman, I saw you added him. Good ad by you. I think if he's on
wire, I added him early because I'll let him sit there.
Yeah, smart.
See what happens.
And Alfred Blue's just average, but Lamar Miller hasn't looked great, so there's that. And last game we're going to go to, Dad, is Washington, New Orleans. Congratulations, Drew Brees. Traquan Smith, finally. I'm happy about that. Peterson dislocated shoulder. I think he's going to be fine. Chris Thompson, I think, is still the back to own because this defense looked awful, but then against Joseph Drew Brees, so who knows. Ingram, don't panic if you're Kamara. Ingram did good. Maybe sell high on Ingram. I don't know how you feel about that. Sell high or hold. I'm probably holding Ingram just because it's the first game.
You're holding him right now. You're holding him, I mean.
Now, Traquan Smith, if you have him in Dynasty, I'd see what people would offer because they may overpay after that one game. He looked good. I'm glad we have him. Michael Thomas, he's still elite. I worry about him now. I don't know if the targets are there anymore.
Well, he's got a lot. Meredith had some.
Because he spreads the ball around. That's why. And I don't know.
He does. He spreads the ball around. He chucks it a lot. So that's just the way it is. That offense is hit or miss. Look at what this
offense is elite.
Kamara did. We didn't think Kamara would be shut out like he was.
No, that's game script. Why would they put him in if they're up by 40?
He's been playing so fantastic with Ingram out.
They're up by 40. They're up by 40.
They use Ingram. I know.
I know. Well, anyway, other than that, Alex Smith. You missed Paul Richardson on an open touchdown. That would have helped me. Won my week in our biggest league at home. I lost by 0.4 points because Richardson left with a knee injury. But before that knee injury, Alex Smith, he's so bad. It turns out last year was a fluke, and it was basically Andy Reid's system because now you see Mahomes doing well. So Alex Smith may have had the best deep ball percentage accuracy, but this dude can't throw. He takes forever to check down, too. There's a play with Peterson when he got hurt, was walking to the sideline, where he hiked the ball, was looking on the field, stared at Peterson for 2 seconds, then threw it to him and basically gave him a hospital ball. These quarterbacks.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't know.
Are awful. But that's going to sum it up today for our week 5 review. Hopefully week 6 is better. We have a start episode coming with Sam again. That's going to be coming out Saturday. Stay tuned for that. You are new, subscribe. For DFS purposes, I'm playing DFS. You're playing DFS this weekend. I'm playing it for Thursday night too. Go to thequantedge.com. Use code FSFF. For all your DFS needs and stuff like that. Elliot and friends do a great job there, and they have stuff for the Monday night games, Thursday night games, and the Sunday slate, and win you some money. So definitely go check that out. Code FSFF at checkout. And if you are doing an intramural fantasy football league, please start me at quarterback. I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to put up mad points. I am a good quarterback, and I think I'm better than Alex Smith at this point. So bad.
Wow.
Yeah. No, dude, he was bad last night.
Yes, he was.
Bad. You're letting Ryan Fitzpatrick throw 80-yard dimes to Deshaun Jackson, but you can't do the same? What are you talking about?
Right.
I
agree.
Well, there's that. So buy lows, sell highs. We gave it to you. My dad and I talked crap for 20 minutes, it felt like, about us, but we'll do that off the air. So thanks for listening. Again, code FSFF at checkout. And yeah.
Make sure you use that code and get some money in your pocket.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.